This is part 2 of Unbelievable Marriage and Sex Laws Across the United States. In part 2, you will learn about 10 states, plus a bonus state, that have some laws regarding sex and marriage that you will find hard to believe. Find out which state says it's legal to let it all hang out in public. Maybe it's the state you live in. Louisiana. Streaking has been around for a long time, and has been, in our opinion, completely misunderstood. We think the lawmakers in Louisiana understand the real reason people streak. Streaking is technically only illegal in Louisiana if done with the intent to try and sexually arouse others. So, is entertaining people with your streaking antics considered trying to sexually arouse others? In our opinion, streakers just make us laugh and should be part of the organized entertainment. So for that reason, streaking is legal in Louisiana. Maryland. The majority of condoms on the market today are made out of latex. However, latex-free options made from polyurethane, lambskin, and polyisoprene are also available. Some people simply prefer the feel of non-latex condoms, or feel that they have a more pleasant scent. However, non-latex condoms have proven to be only 50% effective. So, to try and help protect its citizens from those spur-of-the-moment urges, when you don't have that emergency condom in your wallet. In Maryland, condoms may be sold in vending machines. But not non-latex condoms, only latex condoms can be sold from vending machines. Michigan. Sometimes, even some of the simple pleasures and fun, like parking at Lover's Lane, are not appreciated. In Michigan, lawmakers have made having sexual intercourse in a car illegal, unless the car is parked on the owner's property. I wonder if the lawmakers have made a specific definition of what having sex actually is. Seems we all remember a president being confused about what having sexual relations actually is. Minnesota. If you live in Minnesota, you better be able to control when you have a sore back or sore muscles. If you need to have someone help you get the kinks out from a hard day's work, or some relief from daily stresses, you better time it properly. In Minnesota, no matter how much you may need it, massage customers can't enter massage parlors before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m. I guess you might need to take time off of work to get your massage. Mississippi. Having more than one wife might sound like a dream come true to some. However, to others, having more than one wife is unthinkable. This might be the classic case of a double-edged sword situation. On one hand, great. On the other hand, kind of sucky. To others, just the thought of having more than one wife is so terrible, they don't even want to hear about it, let alone even talk about it. Polygamy itself is illegal across the nation, but in Mississippi, it goes even further. It's against the law to even try to explain or talk about what polygamy is, much less practice it. Montana. A proxy wedding, or proxy marriage, is a wedding in which one or both of the individuals being united are not physically present. The participants being married are usually being represented instead by other persons. If both partners are absent, a double proxy wedding occurs. In Montana, proxy marriages are allowed, even when both parties are merely on the phone, as long as one is a legal resident. I wonder if the proxies get to kiss each other in place of the actual bride and groom. When the ceremony gets to the part, you may now kiss the bride. Also, do the proxies get to consummate the marriage for the actual bride and groom? Nebraska. In Nebraska, it's against the law to get married if you have a venereal disease and don't tell your partner. I wonder what the penalty is if your partner finds out you didn't reveal your venereal disease until after your wedding night? Maybe the consequences of your angry partner is penalty enough? Nevada. Nevada allows the legal licensing of brothels, otherwise known as whorehouses. However, the brothels must be over 400 yards from the nearest religious building. On the other hand, casinos, adult book and toy stores, adult movie theaters, and nude dance clubs are okay next to a church. Just don't put a brothel near a church. New Jersey. If you're visiting Haddon, New Jersey, you should be safe from people sending you crude hand gestures. It's explicitly illegal to use a word, sign, or gesture to indicate sexual interest in someone else. The same applies if the word, sign, or gesture is meant to be derogatory. This means, since it's against the law, you will be safe from anyone flipping you the bird. New Mexico. Some people like to just let it all hang out when in public. Well, in New Mexico, it's against the law to let it all hang out, but they allow the next best thing. In New Mexico, feel free to go public in any way you want, as long as your genitals and nipples are covered. I wonder if G-strings and pasties sales are big in New Mexico? That was 10 of the most unbelievable marriage and sex laws in the United States that you probably never knew existed. We hope you enjoyed learning about them. Here's a bonus law. Number 11. It's from New York. Some laws were written long ago, but for some reason, they're still on the books. The ordinances of Sag Harbor, New York, were written long enough ago that they say you specifically can't undress in cars or wagons. I don't think the people who wrote that law were talking about my little Red Ryder wagon I had as a child. Let us know what other kind of weird laws, or other little-known, stupid regulations, you've heard of, or want to learn about, in the comments below.